Okay, colleague, let's continue consideration of conductivity. You consider at first trend, change different kind of movement, create combination about some movement. And you know our methodology platform. If we have some classification system regarding to some category, A, B, C, D, yeah, we can build matrix A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, yeah, and this matrix can help for you calculate realistic solution if you will think about merging of different kind of movement. But in this matrix you can find diagonals. In diagonals, in our case, we will obtain interesting situation. Pendulum movement, and diagonal elements. It means so, pendulum movement can go to other pendulum movement. Or revolving movement can go to, in next version of product, again in revolving movement. If you know this rule, you can predict evolution of techniques, it is first. You can circumvent of patents, it is second. And let me illustrate this phenomena in evolution of techniques. You know physical contradiction.
같은 동작을 아까 처음에 시식되고 있잖아요. 그래서 직선과 회전으로 운동을 이렇게 섞기도 하지만은 회전과 회전과 섞을 수도 있거든요. 또 다른 형태의 동작이 됩니다.
You know physical contradiction regarding to features of pencil. Pencil have working tool, and if you do transportation of pencil, you can, first of all, broken working tool. Yeah? Next, you can spoil your shoes. If it is not pencil, if it is, for example, if it is software. Yeah? There is contradiction. Pencil must be open, pencil must be closed. How we can solve this very popular physical contradiction? We can remember about this diagram because we go to in mechanical area. In mechanical area we have alphabet regarding to different category of movement, and we can immediately apply our knowledge to create new version of product with function open and closed working tool. How we can do it? Let's consider several collections from real products from market. And you know, ancient solution for open and closed, open and closed. Pencil open, pencil closed. You can immediately recognize the form. Okay, let's consider later. Open, closed. Two forward movement together. Okay, next, you can think about this version. Open, close. But please consider working tool to open. Pendulum movement. Open, close. Open, close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Principle 5. You remember merging, and we have merging of pendulum movement 4 times. Well, yeah, 4 times. Okay, we understood it. Next, let's consider this design. In this design, for open, we must push to here, and you see working tool, or push to here, and you see working tool. It is pendulum movement, right? For open and close. But here we have pendulum movement also for open and closed. In this case, pendulum movement have axis parallel, yeah? Open, closed, and it is axis. In this case, we have perpendicular axis. Open, closed, open, closed. Okay, and you know there is revolving movement for open and closed. And for illustrate revolving movement, we can use this pencil. Location of axis parallel. Okay, let's change axis. Let's imagine design, and you can immediately do circumvent of this patent, and you can obtain this solution. In this solution, I have revolving movement. Closed, open, closed, open. Axis located perpendicular. Calculate not so much difficult if you know rules about forward to forward, pendulum to pendulum, revolving to revolving. Okay. For example, I lost impulse movement. Can I generate idea about lost impulse movement, about open and closed via using of impulse movement? Consider this design. I do impulse, and I have a thread, elastic thread, and I very fast open a working tool. I closed working tool, I open working jump, impulse. Okay, we obtain this solution. Next. I know revolving movement. Regarding to this axis. I can obtain new solution. And you can see this version. Here, located wheels, and if I move wheels, I open. If I move wheels in opposite, I close. Again, axis located here. Next. You know principle 13. Principle 13 have big amount of phase. Principle 13 means reverse. Reverse have phase increased temperature, decreased temperature. Looks like as an approach of physical contradiction, two polarity category. For example, forward side of object, car, back side. Motor can be located here, can be located here. Main wheel can be located here, main wheel can be located here. And regarding to this category, you can see, open, closed, it is pendulum movement. Axis located in bedside. Please remember previous example. Axis located in front side. Avoiding of patent via your knowledge. Okay, next. We have pencils with button. Here we have an alternative version. Pencils with button. Yeah. Axis located here. Can you do change axis? Yes, of course. And you can obtain this version of product. Axis located here, not here, here. You push to this button and increase size of working. Difficult? No, difficult. And you can find phenomena, we call this phenomena turn of axis in every industry. Please remember washing machine. You had example about history of washing machine. Vertical axis, horizontal axis for revolving. Today we have this washing machine in market. Two different categories of washing machine. If you consider knife for pizza have revolving movement. Axis located here. Please remember mixer from your apartment. Revolving movement also. Axis located here. Calculate. Circumvent. It is logic in my job, and very often our company have contract, have project. Please circumvent our patent. It is very important topic for big companies and for small companies also, because if you spend every year money to patent from other companies, you lost your money, but you cannot lose your money. And for big company, I not remember exactly, I was working Samsung Electronics. Samsung Electronics every year spend approximately $500,000 about patent from other company. And if you reduce this part, you can increase profit of company. And very often we had project about circumvent of patent. And right now we have contracts about circumvent of patent from many small companies also, because it is important for small companies. So you obtain enough knowledge about different category of movements. Right now, let's immediately apply your knowledge in practice. Let's do some interesting exercise. I see. You see object 1, you see object 2. You see object 2. Maybe some student knows this exercise, but I know exactly 1/2 of students don't know this exercise. If you know, not confused, go to me and help show for me how we can solve this problem. Task is not so much different. You have object, you must extract banknote from bottle from ground. Target, you must extract banknote, bottle not from ground. Okay? You have diagram helper for your thinking. Please apply your knowledge about this diagram. Please apply your knowledge about subtrend number 2, phenomena turn of axis. Please create some ideas for solving this problem. Okay. I wait your ideas. Oh, you immediately think about the revolving movement. You wreck. Certainly, my congratulations. Please update yourself. We update revolving movement for solvers.
여러분들 거의 다 아시죠, 그렇죠? 아시는데 지금 이제 콜롬비아 가시는데 못 갖고 가시거든요. 그러니까 사진을 좀 찍어서 가시려고 동영상을 찍어서 가시려고 지금 그러시는 거 같아요. 그러니까 즐겁게 해주세요.
Okay, next idea. Please use your knowledge about different categories of movement. How we can solve it? What do you think about impulse movement? Impulse movement in jump. Who can try it?
손딱 멈추면 되는
process.
리플 다.
숨 멈춰라.
숨을 멈춰. 숨을
딱 멈추겠어요.
옳지. Thank you very much. Next, how we can use pendulum movement. Pendulum movement. Pendulum movement. Who can try pendulum movement?
펜지로는 좀 노동력이 필요한 거군요.
Not confusion is not exact. We solve a problem together. It is brainstorming. Guide brainstorming. Yeah, because we have plan for brainstorming. Maybe you? Yeah, it's confused. Not hesitate. Maybe you?
나와서 처음 보를 수 있는 좋은 기회예요. 하늘에서 안 떨어진 처럼.
천천히.
Slow.
인내심. 진짜 빨리 해야 돼.
Defect in banknote.
Oh.
Okay. But what do you think about other category of movement? Other category of movement. What do you think about vibration? How we can apply vibration? Maybe you know? Okay. Vibration. I love vibration.
사람 꼴찌인데.
I'll help you.
돈만 공부해. 유 박사님이 치료신데.
Okay, start. Okay, colleague. You remember about our previous experience, application principle 13. Principle 13, very applicable in practice. And by the way, when you study
시스템을 아시죠? 반대로 해봐라. 그렇죠?
when you study classical trees, in the description of classical trees, principle 13, you have only 3 recommendations. 1 year ago in our company we had inspection of principle 13 regarding to our modern knowledge about resources, and we became applying it for every resources, and finally we obtained new 11 mechanisms, and total amount of mechanisms for principle 13, please do opposite way, please do reverse. Today it is 14 mechanisms, and if you know every mechanism, you can calculate more fast new concept for our project. And we have category impulse movement. What does mean impulse movement? It is fast process, very fast. What can be opposite for fast? Slowly, very slowly. Okay, can apply slowly movement, not jump. Yeah. Our previous solution, we had jump. Yeah, we had jump. We had jump. But let's do it slowly. Let's do it slowly, and let's try. Maybe it's possible. According to requirement of task, I not say about some intermediator from environment, yeah? And I can use as intermediator to speak, and I can insert to speak, and we can move slowly, 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 slowly. I solve this problem. Okay, colleague, please calculate. We obtain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solution during 6 minutes. Okay? We not invent, we calculate solution for solving this problem. And it is big power of trees. In every case, we have some useful diagram for calculate solution. Not invent, calculate. It is big difference for traditional way create of some ideas. So enough. You know well subtrend 1, subtrend 2. By the way, in subtrend in this example with buttons, we can apply revolving movement, right? And I skip this way because it is sometimes possible, sometimes not possible. It depends from quality of surface. If it is new banknote, it is difficult. If it is old banknote, very smooth, it is easy. But you remember, in this solution we have vertical axis. In your solution, when you have wrap, you had horizontal ligation of axis. But it is revolving movement also. Okay, let's go to next trend. And next trend, according to description, it is using of different category of dimensions. I removed it because right now we became talk about subtrend number 3. Subtrend number 3, it is dimensions of object. Dimensions of object can be 0, 1, 2, 3. You know 0 is dot, 1 it is line, 2 it is flat, 3 it is volume. or if you keep it in your brain, this model, by the way, it is contained by principle 17 from 40 principles. You can calculate new and new version of solution. Let's do some experiment with real products. If we consider toothbrushes regarding to process removed of substance, how we can define dimensions in this case? It is dimensions 0, dimensions 1, dimensions 2, dimensions 3. What your opinion about it?
Dimension 2? 2.
2, because tooth.
스스로 면을 닦는
It is
거죠.
treatment
빨리 면을 닦는
of
거죠.
surface. Dimensions
디멘전
2.
2죠.
Okay, you know dimensions 2. What does mean dimensions 2 here? And you immediately can create creative equation. What can be dimensions 1? Dimensions 1 means line. With similar function, we talk about alternative system. You remember, alternative system, it is huge resources for create new product. What can be dimensions 1?
시간
Chishi, yes, of course, Chishi. And you know Chishi really dimensions 1. But if you will begin think about dimension 0, what can be dimension 0? Similar function, removed of waste. Absolutely correct. To speak. Absolutely correct. To speak. Oh, you see, 1, 0, line 1, 2. Next step, dimensions 3. What can be dimensions 3? Goggle. Yes, of course. You remember very well education from level 1, goggle. Okay, goggle, it's okay. And in this case, I can ask you, what can be alternative system for goggle? System with dimension 3. Dimension 3 means some chaotic movement in mouse area for removed plaque. What can be alternative system again?
에어젯?
Airjet, pass money. What yet? To speak, not to speak, frankly speaking, it is only one daughter. Water, yes. Water can be instrument for removed waste also, okay? What yet? Please remember, teenager like very much this system. Teenagers. Gum, absolutely correct. Gum. Gum can be dimension 3 also because we have chaotic movement and gum have elastic surface. Really, it is a realistic dimension 3. After this, I can think, I know merging of alternative system. I define via my diagram every category, and I can immediately calculate new category version of the product. I can begin think, who can be result merging between this and this technical system?
시간 치술?
Chicken chisu. Okay, посмотри. Immediately, very fast answer. And you immediately invent this product. Yes? In this product, we have brushes in surface of toothpick. Difficult, not difficult. It is only common sense, only logic. You know, merging of alternative system, and you can see it can be one system, it can be two systems. How I can do merging? I can do merging directly. Yeah, one side it can be brushes. Other side it can be brushes into toothpick area. I increase ideality of this product, and I not spend so much big money for obtain new function in my toothbrushes. By the way, when we begin talk about merging of alternative system, it is looks like as genetics. I mentioned yesterday about genetics approach. It is very popular approach in our discipline, and really, in this case, I can think it is wedding ceremony. It is mother, it is father. A result of merging, it is children. Because if you remember real situation in biological area, mother, father, they delegate to children some useful feature. And some looks like as mother, some looks like as father, and you remember reasoning about this curve model, spiral model. Some can obtain some features from grandfather and grandmother. But here, enough think only about easy model. Some can be obtained useful feature from father, from mother, and let's think about it again. We can think, it will be mother, come, it will be father. Who can be children? Children must obtain features from father and mother. I understand. It must be flexible object, and not flexible. It must be object with brushes. And result. It is result of merging Japanese toothbrushes for one-time application. It is plastic with toothpaste materials. It is not edible. For removed plug, you must do chop, 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 chop. This system will remove plug. After this, split. You decrease quality dramatically because you removed toothpaste. You dramatically decrease size of toothbrushes. You removed water. Oh, remember formula of ideality regarding to, and you reduce cost. Regarding to parameter ideality, you have jump, upward jump. And it is a reason why this product success in market. Okay, absolutely similar situation you can find if you will begin consider knife. Knife, how we can define dimensions for knife? What your opinion?
One dimension.
Line, yes, one. Yeah. Can you imagine knife with dimension 0? Necessary defined function of knife. What to do knife? Knife increase distance from small piece of object. Absolutely correct answer. Absolutely correct answer. It is dimension 0. Not so much difficult to define. What can be dimensions 2? Dimensions 2 for knife. And you remember our previous lessons. And let me show dimensions 2. Dimensions 2. It is special knife for cheese. We have revolving drum. And you remember problem why it was invented? Because we must have every time equal distance for obtain absolutely smooth piece of food, cheese. Yeah? Absolutely similar situation, equal distance you can find here. Again, we can define it as dimensions 2. Okay, equal distance, absolutely similar sequence. You can begin think, what can be dimension 3? Dimension 3 here, right? Because it is mixer, and mixer have dimensions 3. Dimensions 3 you can find if you begin think about garlic. Put garlic, pooms, by the way, painted movement, obtain during 1 second. If you compare it with prototype, check, disadvantage clear. Spend long time for obtain small piece of product. If you remember about our previous example, how we can solve a problem for not, you remember in benchmarking analysis, how we can solve a problem for not lost vitamin, excessive thickness. You remember special knife for carried by system with hard porous materials. 1 movement, 2 movement. Oh, really, it is dimensions 2 times. Because you remember, principle 5 and principle 6, very applicable. Monobipolar applicable for every category, absolutely every category resources. And you remember how we can calculate next version of product. We can calculate it via our reasoning. I can define. It is by system. Next step must be polysystem. I can define similar problem for other products. For example, young potatoes. Young potatoes have similar problem, big amount of vitamin in core, and you can see I is dimensions 2. Next step must be dimensions 3. And in your brain you have system requirement. One requirement. Next system must be polysystem. Next system, it is left. Next system must be must have dimensions 3. And you remember solution. Solution, it is using of porous materials again, and in porous materials you can see potato, special knife for potato. You can dramatically accelerate process of cleaning. You can kill harmful function, loss of vitamin from surface of. Okay, only washing, next washing. Difficult, not so much difficult. If you know principle, if you keep in your brain every thread, every diagrams, if you understand most of all disadvantage, because you remember it is first step in our consideration, you can immediately calculate new version of problem. For every case, for every disadvantage, we have useful diagram. Please keep this diagram in your brain and increase your experience for applying this diagram for calculation of new category of product. Maybe you can say some summary. No, because I see some guys.
지금 이제 이대 박사님이 쭉 가는 거 보면 차원 변화 좀 얘기하셨잖아요, 그죠? 이제 결국은 차원 변화 한다는 거 자체가 여러분들 전도성이 들어온 이유 아시잖아요. 효율성이 달라지잖아요. 그래서 여러분들이 실제 이제 이 예를 여러분들이 11시부터 14시 거거든요. 여러분들 전화 안 찍고 이렇게 돼서 그런 생각이 듭니다. 11시부터 14시인데 여러분들 예 있잖아요. 여러분들 예하고 적용해 보실 거거든요. 그럴 때 여러분들 신발, 뭐 담배, 뭐 제가 하는 거 있죠. 또 뭐뭐 했나요, 여러분들이요? 다 조별로 하는 거 있었죠, 그렇죠? 조별로. 이조는 뭐였어요? 뭐가 빠졌어요? 부채. 이조는요? 우수한. 저조는.
그걸로 돌아가네. 다시 돌아가네. 안경.
그렇다면은 여러분들이 이제 쉬는 시간에 이제 다음 쉬고 나서 11시부터 실습을 하시는데 4가지 원리 배웠잖아요, 그렇죠? 4가지 원리. 여러분들 모노바이스를 배우셨고, 그 다음에 안전성 배우셨고, 그 다음에 이상성 배우셨고, 컨덕티비티 배우잖아요, 그렇죠? 어떻게 하실 거예요? 여러분들이 현재 제품들 정의해 보실 거 아니에요, 그렇죠? 모노바이스 폴리감이 어디에 해당되는 건지, 모노냐, 파이냐, 딱 보실 거 아니에요, 그렇죠? 그러면서 바꿔보면 뭐가 될지 막 아이디어 떠올리실 거 아니에요, 그렇죠? 완전성 트렌드 보면서 현재 뭐가 있지? 워킹 드로우 트랜스미션이 있는 것 같은데 엔진은 없네. 엔진을 지금 어떻게 될까? 이렇게 생각해 보실 거 아니겠어요, 그렇죠? 컨덕티비티 마찬가지고 이렇게 하면서 아이디어를 내시는 거예요. 그럼 어떤 제품이 될까? 제품이 어떻게 변할까? 의미가 있을까? 이렇게 생각해 보시는 겁니다. 그래서 이제 유리 박사님이 계속 얘기하시는 그 포인트는 뭐냐면 아이디어 자체는 인벤션하는 게 아니라는 거거든요. 옛날에 훌륭한 분들이 많이 인벤션하고 많이 구매하시니까 우리 뭘 하시는 거예요? 그거 갖다가 이용해서 캘큘레이션 하는 거예요. 그걸 딱 이용해가지고 그 의미를 계속 하시는 거거든요. 아이디어 내실 때 그냥 다 고민을 떠올리는 게 아니라 그냥 패턴을 보고 이 패턴 사이에 이게 들어가면 어떻게 이거 들어가야 되는 건데 우리 제품에는 뭐 어떻게 집어넣을까 그런 고민을 하시면 되는 거거든요. 그렇게 하시라는 얘기를 갖다가 계속 하고 있습니다. 얘기하고 있습니다. 아시겠죠? 네.
And I show for you application of the trends together with this model 0, 1, 2, 3. But please not remember about trimming. And you can define this technology. We can define as technology with dimension 3, right? But we can think about modify these technologies regarding to trimming and think. In this process, I see interesting circumstance. Central part not edible, and my system removed central part. And return in benchmarking, benchmarking analysis and occasion analysis. You can understand there is some category of peoples, this category of peoples like eat full fruit. Yeah? If full fruit, I can remove it. This. And obtain from dimensions 3, I can obtain via our knowledge of trimming dimension 0. Yeah? Looks like this dimension 0.
파일이 형체 그대로 먹고
And it is new product for market also. Some guys extract money from market via this easy idea. Not lost opportunity if you know how you can modify products. Okay, enough talk about it. You remember very well. Let's go to next important trend. Next important trend: decrease amount of movement, decrease amount of handles. It is directly correspond with increasing of ideality because we think about decreasing of cost, decreasing of energy, decreasing of time. And we call this trend 210. Let's consider trend 210. And for illustrate it, we can remember several examples from history. Old version of mechanical watch. For clarify time, you need use 2 hands, and you have long movement. It is disadvantage, and you know next step in evolution, we can reduce amount of movement via this knowledge because it is common sense from ideality. 2 hands, 1 hand. In knives area, remember, yeah? In knives area, 2 hands, it is better use 1 hand. Yeah. Better use 1 hand. It is pendulum movement, it is forward movement. Very interesting, consider history of umbrella. You remember, old design of umbrella, we need use 2 hands for open umbrella. We need use open umbrella only via 2 hands. 2 hands for open, 2 hands for closed. Next step, you remember, increasing of completeness. What means increasing completeness? Insert spring. Push to bottom and open umbrella. And you can use only 1 hand for open umbrella, but unfortunately you use 2 hands for closed umbrella. Next step evolution, you know well. Next step evolution, using only 1 hand for open umbrella, only 1 hand for open umbrella, only 1 hand for closed umbrella. Again, increasing of completeness. Here we had only 1 spring, here we have 2 spring. Monopile poly, recognize? Yeah? Because 2 spring, 2 motors. But anyway, we have this advantage. We need use 2 hand for closed. But it is good because if I wait bus, I can immediately go to bus, and in the bus I can again recharge my umbrella. You can predict next step evolution of umbrella. Don't use hand. Yeah? And what can be don't use hand? Don't use hand can be this device. You remember ideality, you remember dreaming, and you understand. I can delegate function of this stick to resources in environment. In this case, resources in environment can be my hand. Okay. Resources of environment, and I can obtain new version of product. Really, this product have some restriction because for hard rain I cannot use it, but for small rain I can use. For protect from sun radiation I can use it also, and it is the reason why we can meet this product in the market. But let's think again regarding evolution of umbrella. We can predict Right now it is mechanical level, and we know after mechanical level immediately we will go to micro level, and we must think about different principle of operation for engine. Next step can be using of electrical motor, small electrical motor. 3 or 4 years ago, our company had several experiments. Can we define a new version of umbrella, and we had some verification. Let me show for you some movie about using of electrical motor.
현재 지금 여러분들 보는 모두 기계적 방식이 좀 있죠. 또 하나 여러분들 뒤에 쓰기 배우실 때 기계적 방식 자체는 다른 방식으로 바뀌는 거예요. 마찰 경우가 있어요. 마찰. 미케니컬 어쿠스틱 서버 케미컬 일렉트릭 미케니컬 마그네틱 변하는 거거든요. 그래서 유리박사